welcome back. As you can see, well, behind me, we're kind of set up to do a review today, so let's do that real quick.
I'm Chris, and we're going to talk about this nightlight. Let's do this real quick. I just wanted to talk about this nightlight real quick. It's called the Hatch Baby Rest, and as far as nightlights go, this is a pretty cool nightlight. There's a lot you can do with it, and I know you're thinking, okay, a nightlight, yeah, it doesn't need to be this expensive, it doesn't need to be this elaborate. But you know what, let me tell you, after having 2 kids and having a little 2-year-old right now and having another one on the way, this nightlight has been like a godsend. It's been a lifesaver for a couple different reasons, and main reasons are you can control this nightlight through an app. That means you don't have to get out of bed. If your kid wakes up during the middle of the night, you can go ahead and turn the nightlight on, turn the music on, and let the kid, your child, soothe themselves back to sleep, so you don't have to get up, you don't have to go pick them up and soothe them, and they're not relying on you to, soothe them back to sleep. That is a huge benefit. It, allows you to get just that little bit of extra sleep and hopefully, help your child learn how to soothe themselves to sleep, which is the ultimate goal. With this particular nightlight, with just a touch of the button, you can go ahead and change through all the different colors and stuff like that. So your child can easily operate this. My daughter easily turns this thing on, turns it off. She touches the button until she gets the color she wants. And then you know what? You can set it up a couple different ways. You can set it up to the exact color that you want. And I mean like through the app, the exact color that you want. Within the app itself, you can go ahead and adjust the volume of everything. You can adjust the timing of everything. Well, the time limit, how long you want stuff to play for. You can even, if you really want, have the sound machine and the light, or vice versa, or one or the other, or both, start at a certain time of night and end at a certain time of night, or even have it go on in the middle of the night if you want. Whatever you want. You can really customize this thing. There is so much you can do with this app, and if you have multiple units, you can go ahead and name each unit so you know which one's in whose room and what you need to do. It's pretty cool. So full disclosure, my wife bought this particular nightlight, well, not really without my knowledge, but without my knowledge of how much it cost. And I'm pretty cheap, I'm pretty frugal, I don't like spending money, but I don't mind spending money where money is well spent. And this nightlight is definitely money well spent. So, full disclosure, we bought this with our own money. This is our own honest review. And, we're just trying to share something that we think other people might like. And if you want, you don't have to. Go ahead and click the Amazon affiliate link down in the description. It's no extra cost to you, but it definitely helps my channel out. It helps support my channel. Even if you don't buy anything, you know what? Well, it still gives me that little positive that we made a good enough video that got you interested in at least looking at this light or whatever product we're talking about. And like I said, I'm not promoting anything that I don't like. And this we use all the time. And for me to pay money for this, well, unknowingly, it's good product, put it that way. And it looks pretty cool as well. And in the night and in the dark, it's a pretty bright light. It's enough for you to walk in and, you're not stumble over toys or anything like that.
Alright, we had to do that review real quick. It's a pretty cool nightlight, and aside from the fact, if you're not really interested in nightlight, I understand. Maybe you're here because, somebody recommended you to come here, or you just like hearing me talk, which I find weird because I don't talk that much. This is the most I ever talk. But regardless, when my wife or myself find a product we really like and we, more importantly, use all the time, it's hard not to share that product, you know what I mean? And cost aside, if I knew how much this thing cost beforehand and I saw a good review about it, I would have bought it. Because this thing, like I said, after buying it without me knowing how much it cost, it's a really cool light. And it just saves so much frustration. Being able to lay in your bed, flip open the app, and we'll turn the nightlight on, turn the music on, and then for myself, hear my daughter go back to sleep. So where she's not screaming, where she's not crying, where you have to go get her. And, whatever she needs to go back to sleep. It's eliminated that. She just goes right back to sleep. And she loves turning that thing on before she has to go to sleep. It's become a nightly ritual, and we've only had it a couple weeks. So I'm completely blown away by this thing. Okay, regardless, back to the, normal kind of vlog. Did you like that setup, tabletop review? I'm still working on it. The great backdrop I have, it's just a piece of fabric. It's not necessarily the correct piece of fabric, so there's some wrinkles in it. I don't have light stands and stuff. I'm just using what I have, which was, electrical conduit to hang the backdrop on. I'm not into buying more than I need to. And I like doing stuff, DIY-ish. But did that look like a pretty good setup? I thought so. It needs a little bit of tweaking, but it's doable, definitely. I mean, even here, I changed the fabric on this. Actually, this is the fabric from that couch I took apart. Go back and check the vlog for sofa fail, I think it was. Something like that. That's the fabric from the couch, from the sofa. It works out nice for this. And I'm not so sure about the red wall behind me, but you know what? I can live with it. I'd rather have the gray, but hey, the red works too. Now, just so you know, if you do want to get cheap fabric for the backdrop, you have to get velour. I'll put text on the screen to make sure I'm saying that right. And so, you know, it's kind of like a stretchy material, so it really doesn't, if you fold it up and put it away, there's no wrinkles. It's like wrinkle free, which is great. And the fact that it stretches just a little bit is gonna help you, well, get the wrinkles out of the backdrop when you hang it. And that's important, you know what I mean? And if you go with a nice gray backdrop, you can do a couple different things, which once I find a nice gray backdrop, that's velour. And if you're into buying photography equipment, you know, buying fabric versus buying a photography backdrop, you're gonna save a lot of money. For some reason, anything that is labeled photography, photo, or video, the expense is just ridiculous. Now, don't get me wrong, prices have gone down a lot recently, especially with like LED lights. I mean, the lights I'm using, I made those. Check out the video, check out Indie Mogul's video for those lights. But they work really well. I just need to make a diffuser for them. Now, where I have them positioned right now, they're not killing my eyes, and hopefully there's no glare on my glasses. That's another key, tricky thing too, but the easiest thing to eliminate glare on your glasses, raise those lights up a little bit so the angle hitting the angle of light hitting your glasses and then bouncing off isn't bouncing back into the lens. Same thing with red eye too. There's so many videos on that, I'm sure. We'll talk about it casually here and there. As you can tell, I do like photography. And I'm almost out of breath talking about it, put it that way. Plus, my daughter's sleeping, and I'm trying to get this video out fairly quickly, so I do apologize for that. But you know what? You gotta make a video when you can. The last time I made a video with the new setup here, she was actually like sitting right on the floor on a stool, quiet as can be, while I make the video. She was like right down, you couldn't see her, which was great. I should have like panned the camera down to show you. She was awesome, she was amazing. But regardless, maybe we will make some more photography tips and DIYs and stuff like that. Not like in the realm of professional photo shoots, but more for like, hey, you bought a camera, you want some tips, you can elevate your photography just a little bit, more on the beginner to intermediate, or what's the novice? No, whatever the, you know, intermediate to beginner level is. Just so you can really elevate. The point is, if you can take your own pictures, you're going to save a lot of money, especially if you have kids and you can take your own school pictures, you can save a ton of money. And well, when we have the new baby, I'll show you some easy pictures you can take of your newborn that's like a couple days old to a couple weeks old. Beautiful pictures, super easy to do. Anyone can do it in their home without lights with pretty much any camera nowadays. Okay, I feel like I have been rambling on and on for long enough, so this vlog for today is pretty much over. And if you made it this far, I love you for it. You are definitely a trooper, and I'll see you on the next one. This is a pretty cool nightlight. I mean, my nightlight was an old record player with the old radio that you had to like turn the dial, and the little needle on the radio scale or whatever you want to call it kind of moved over, and it was just a green light that shined. That was my nightlight when I was little. But this particular nightlight, it has a lot of different... There we go. Oh, the sound's on. Hold on. I know. Let's just cut this out. Shh. Oh, this is like horrible, just having this thing turn on during this thing. Not that this is horrible, but I don't want the sound on while I'm trying to talk to you.